Alrighty, so in my other streams I was doing working on my game list, a list of games that I think are worth playing throughout the years, and it's kind of boring, so I'm gonna do that on my own time as I was doing it before, because it's a lot faster to do it that way too. And instead, during the streams, I'm going to focus on playing through it more in depth the games that I actually put on the list. I'm going to try to beat them, most of them. I'm not sure that it'll always happen. It depends on the game. So looking ahead to something like Gradius, I don't know what'll happen there. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it. So anyway, I'm just starting at the very top. You know, one day if I ever do Atari games or something, maybe the top won't be NES games anymore, but right now it's NES games. And I'm pretty close to finishing that list, so I really want to play all these games more in depth, and this stream is just a good chance to do that. Just play through them, see what I think of them, figure out if they actually belong on the list or not. So I'm starting with Clu-Clu Land, which is my number one, chronologically the first that I have on the list. It was released in October 1985, published by Nintendo, and the developer was Nintendo's Research and Development Group 1. So, off we go. Like I said, I'm going to attempt to beat it, and I'll probably just stay here until I do. So first I have to remember what the purpose of Clu-Clu Land is. I played it for just a little bit, and I'm pretty sure the purpose of it is to uncover all the coins here, and they make like a picture. You just do that in every level. I remember these enemies being a real pain in the butt. And see, I put this game on here without having played it again lately. But I played it as a kid, and I remember it being fun. And again, that's kind of why I'm playing it now. I want to give it another shot. See how it is. So the controls are... Oh, shoot! Oh, so if you go in that thing in the middle, I'm pretty sure you die too. The controls are strange, but I think that's what makes the game interesting and worth trying. So instead of just controlling your movement normally, when you hold a direction, you stick your arm out in that direction. And you grab these little poles, and then that's how you propel yourself along. Oh, look at that, I died again. Probably gonna lose all my lives before I even finish the first level. So, like I said, every level I think is a picture. And when you uncover all the coins, rather, you win. There you go. So that's one level, and if I remember right, so Clu-Clu Land is an arcade game. And so you can't really beat it. It goes 5 levels, I believe, and it ends. That's what I looked into it a little bit before I started playing it, because I wanted to see how long I needed to play it before I could consider having done a full loop or whatever. So 5 levels, and sorry, I'm trying to organize my windows. There we go. All right. So I guarantee you I'm not going to get 5 levels on the first time. But that's kind of how Nintendo games just are. You really gotta play them multiple times and practice with them. So my starting strategy here, in my mind, is that I'm going to go in a line. Ooh. I'm going to go up and down zigzagging, or left and right zigzagging, and try to get as many of the coins as I can to figure out what the... Oh, shoot. I held the wrong button. Try to figure out what the image is as much as possible. And then when I figure out what the image is, it'll be... I suck. when I figure out what the image is, it'll be easier to make it like that. There we go. And I assume that's probably the strategy they wanted you to play the game with. Just going out on a limb there. I probably need to kill some of these guys because, as you can see, they give points. And I bet you if you get a certain amount of points, you probably get more lives. And I'm not going to remember what these pictures are either, so it's going to be harder. Seems like your little guy gets faster too, which is dangerous. Oh, there we go. Got him. So the other reason this is a little bit hard control-wise is you have to remember... Ooh, oh no! Oh gosh! Ooh, that was scary. I thought I was done for. Oh frick, I went straight into the hole. The arm sticks out in the direction. It's not left and right like you think it would be. So I think, at least for me, that's a little bit unintuitive. If I had to give a mark against the game, that would probably be one place where I would do it. All in all, though, I mean, it's like pretty solid control scheme and whatnot. But that's definitely... I'm really lucky that that was there. That's definitely an annoyance for me, is that the arms stick out. So up, down, left, right. Your arm sticks out in that direction. It's not just left, right like it should be. I think just left arm, right arm. And so sometimes I confuse myself. But if you play the game long enough, I'm sure you'd get used to that. And so that's what I'm hoping will happen as I go through this. So this, I don't think I've ever even seen this stage, to be honest with you. This stage has got some pathways going off the side. Ooh. Thought I was done for again. Oh no! Oh, I should have hit that A button. Oh, see, now I got a game over. So, the other thing I forgot to mention too, which you've seen me do it a couple times already, the only other facet to this game is when you hit A or B, you shoot out a little stream. When you hit the little spiky guys, they turn into a ball. You can crush them into the wall and you get points. So unfortunately, this is an arcade Nintendo game. There are no continues, so I can't continue from where I was. Like I said, I think there's only 5 levels and it restarts, so that's not a big deal. And really, when I put this on here, I was just kind of thinking, with an arcade... So, I'm trying to be understanding of modern gaming kind of feeling. And I'm spoiled too, just like everybody else, from playing modern games. So I know how it is, how you feel about having to do the same thing over and over again, right? It sucks. But with a game like this, an arcade game, I was just feeling like you're not really playing it to beat it, at least not most of the time. I'm doing it right now because I just want it under my belt, something that I've beaten, but most of the time when you play an arcade game, you're just playing for fun, or you're playing to see if you can get a high score or whatever. And if you're just playing this game for fun, I don't think there's really anything to... I don't think you need to be upset about the fact that you can't continue from where you left off. So the pictures change each level, I've just noticed. Because before it was like a guy with his arms out like that or something. But anyway, so Clu-Clu Land is an arcade game. You really don't need to try to beat it. I think playing it right now, I would probably stand by the decision to put it on the list. It's fun. It's innovative. You know, you wouldn't play another game that has a control scheme like this. And there's certainly nothing like it now. I don't think it really caught on, to be honest with you. Whatever this particular... Ouch! Crap. This one didn't change. It's the same picture, I'm pretty sure. This, this control scheme did not really catch on as a thing. It's not like Mario where there's like 100 different platformers that are just like it because it was a huge thing or anything like that. This is a cool game because it's unique, and this is the only one like it. If you want to play Clu-Clu Land, you're playing Clu-Clu Land because Clu-Clu Land is the only Clu-Clu Land in the real world. And so, that's why we're playing it. And why I think you should play it. I think that's about all there is to say about it, really. It's pretty simple. It's a little bit like, I'm straining the comparison a little bit. It's a little bit like Pac-Man. And if there's a maze, there's guys chasing you. But that's really where the comparison's end. But it's an arcade game just like Pac-Man. It's fun just like Pac-Man. You know, there's nothing overbearing or like absurdly difficult about it. it's a little bit frustrating, as you're saying. I'm, dying and whatnot. It's not the easiest game you're ever going to play in your life, but it's not impossibly difficult or super upsetting or anything like that. Which I know, NES games have a reputation for not being the easiest things in the world, and talking to some of my friends, I know that's something that keeps them from actually even giving them a try sometimes. They really just feel like they're just way too hard, and having to restart all that progress after every level, it's frustrating. Nobody wants to really do that. I get it, but again, it's just an arcade game, and I wouldn't worry about beating it in this particular instance. When we get to games that are really hard and have the ability to actually beat them, I might want to talk about that more then. So earlier I mentioned Gradius. I know that game's going to kick the crap out of me, 100%. Where the heck is the other... What am I missing? It's getting all excited like I'm missing a... I think I might know where they are. Crap. Oh no! Frick. There it is. Yes! So it was the extra lines in the middle that I was missing. I thought I was probably missing another up-down one. I mean, left-right one in the middle. I keep pausing it. I'm trying to skip the scoring, but you can't. That's another mark that I would give against the game. I mean, it's a small mark. You can call it half a point or something like that. It's annoying that you can't skip the scoring. Ooh! Almost went straight into the hole again. I hit the, This game definitely requires more skill than I was anticipating, or remembering for that matter. But I really don't think, like I said, I ever tried to beat it or anything like that before. Once it gets going fast, it's really hard to think about how you move these, how you hold your hands out in the right direction. So I think I see the next one is probably right here. Where's the other one? I'm missing one. Oh, I'm missing two up there. Got him. Nice. Was that stage 4? I've only got one life left, so... That was stage 4. I don't think I'll do it this time either. Oh, I got a free life. Nice. I don't know when I'm going to make more VR chat videos, or if ever. We'll see. VR chat's kind of oversaturated with people making videos right now. I don't know. I felt kind of weird about recording my friends and stuff too. So we'll see. They really didn't seem to mind much, but that's not really my main thing that I want to do. Although yes, I am conscious of the fact that a lot of people have followed me because of that. And I may make more. I haven't really decided yet. But to be honest with you, I really haven't been on that much. Just recently, because of the way things have been with the servers and whatnot. Oh, come on. I'm still missing something somewhere. Oh, what killed me? Oh, I ran out of time. Oh, that's what that music means. What am I missing? Maybe something in the middle. Oh, shit. I ran out of lives. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, it's just, we'll see. I do appreciate you watching the stream or checking out my channel or whatever. I know that probably a lot of people will unsubscribe when they realize that I'm not making VR chat videos, which is fine. I didn't really mean to like trick all those people into following me, but they just did. I like those videos too, but I don't know. It's just, like I said, with the way things have been lately, I really haven't been on that much. Oh shit. I'm so bad. But anyway, whether... Oh, well, he left. But anyway, to anybody wondering, talking about the VR chat videos, if that's something that interests you, that doesn't really have anything to do with this, I can do those and do this at the same time. It really is not taking time away from doing one or the other. The VR chat videos are really just me just like messing around with my friends or whatever. I mean, I can record that at any point if I really want to. But yeah, I'm definitely not making any guarantees that that will be something that's going to happen in the future anymore even, but it might. I just, you know, whatever, I'm not going to tell you to expect it or anything. But definitely, right now, doing more of these is something that I want to focus on. I want to focus on playing all these games that I'm putting on this list. Because... There we go. Sorry, it's hard to talk and focus at the same time. It's, I want to make this list, and I want to, show why these games are on here, and also evaluate them myself, and you can see that process in real time. Not that you probably care, but if you want to see what these games are like, if you ever look at this list and wonder why it's on there, I'll have a whole series of videos, you know, nicely named as to why I put them on there. Well, me playing them, I mean, you'll be able to glean why I put them on there because I'm going to talk about it. And really, just for myself, I just want to have videos of me beating all these games. I just think it'll be something that'll be cool to look back on and just like document the process of me playing all the stuff that I want to play. So really in that instance, this is more like a personal project than anything, but I do, you know, I'm interested in other people giving me feedback and stuff like that on it if you want to. If anybody watches it at all, I'll be surprised, but that's okay. But anyway, it's something I want to do, but also, yeah, you know, I hope that people will watch, but it's always been something that I wanted to try and get people sort of interested in old games, wherever that's possible. I know it's hard, like I said, for especially younger people now to see what is actually cool about old games, why you would want to play them when you have all this cool stuff now with, you know, super awesome graphics and whatever. But really, this project, if you want to call it a project, it's really just something I'm doing in my free time. It comes from the fact that I'm just like a little bit disillusioned with modern games right now. I keep going back to them here and there, but I don't know. I just, the way that gaming is now, it just really is hard for me to stay interested. The games are so easy a lot of the time. I just went straight over that hole. The games are so easy a lot of the time, and it just feels like the same thing over and over again a lot of the time these days, which is okay. But so, like, in these NES games, for instance, I put a Mega Man clone on this list, and maybe while I've been doing it, I've come across 3 games or something like that that I would consider personally to be what I would call a Mega Man clone. It looks like Mega Man, plays like Mega Man, etc. So, you know, that's slightly annoying, just that amount of playing the same thing over and over again or whatever. But in modern games, and I know not everybody will agree with me, I get really frustrated about the fact that it seems like we follow the same patterns all the time. Everything I play these days, it's like I'm playing something that I played, you know, forever ago. Like, I played it last year, or I played it, you know, the year before that, or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, all the way back to, like, 2006. The games that we have coming out today, I feel like I play them and I'm just like, this is just something I've played for the past decade. Like, since Halo 3, I've been playing the same game since the 360 came out. And it's just hard for me to stay interested, whereas when I go back to these old Nintendo games, I find games like this that really are fun for me still, because nothing else exists like this, like Clu-Clu Land that I'm playing right here. I mean, you'll probably never see a game that looks like this ever again, unless it's an indie game, maybe. But you're definitely not going to see any high production games or anything like that that have this kind of, like, innovative, weird control scheme like this that really is just strange, and it's surprising that it was, like, especially now, if it was made, it would probably be like, what the heck, what is this, you know, nobody's ever seen anything like this. It doesn't seem to be derived from anything, except for, like I said, maybe Pac-Man. It's just this weird, off-the-wall game, and it's just so rare that we get stuff like that anymore. And that's what I think I really like about old games, and I want other people to see it too. So indie games have become a big thing. They've become a big thing in the modern day, I think. A lot more than they used to be. And part of that is because they're the ones that are still trying funny, you know, odd things like this game. And that to me is more valuable than every Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, basically every single one of those has ever been made. I'm more interested in playing something like this, something strange and out there. And anyway, that's why I play old games, and I want to introduce other people to that too. People of this new generation that didn't grow up with these games, have never seen anything like them before, and really have no reason to play them without, you know, seeing that there's something cool about them or hearing somebody explain why they're cool, because, you know, it may not look cool anymore to see something like this. You know, when you're used to, like I said, giant explosions and shooting dudes and super exciting cutscenes and stories and whatever else. And yeah, this game doesn't have a story at all, or maybe it does, it's in the instruction manual, but this was in a time when you didn't really need, like, a cool story to drive what, you know, made a game fun. Which, I mean, I'm all about cool stories in games too. You know, I love RPGs and that kind of thing, and you'll definitely see me play some RPGs on here. But this is definitely predating the whole, like, people now when they rate a game, I've seen where they'll say, like, yeah, the gameplay sucks, it's no fun, it's not really a fun game, but the story is really cool, so I'll just give it a pass. And that's how I felt about, I'm sure I'm going to alienate somebody right here, but that's how I felt about The Last of Us. It's like, I think I just looped, so this is basically over, but I'm going to play until I die so I can talk for just a second longer. Although I'm really just rehashing the same things I've said to my friends and other people a billion times, but The Last of Us was something that I felt that way. The more that I played it, the more shallow that I felt like the gameplay was, and I was just, why am I even playing this? Because it's not fun. The story is cool, and I appreciate the good acting and the cool effects and all that, but if the game's not fun, why is it a game? It may as well be a movie. Because, I mean, if the game's not fun, I really don't want to play it. So anyway, this whole era predates that notion of, can a game be a game without a story? And that's a whole debate that I'm, willing to like talk about and consider, and I definitely like some games that are just story and no gameplay, but something that I think is special about old games and that I want newer gamers to see is that these games could be fun just based on the merit of their gameplay. Just the game itself was fun, even if there was no story, or if the story was like broken, bad English or whatever. You could still have fun playing this stuff because the gameplay was always fun, or otherwise it wasn't a good game. And anyway, that's what this list is about. I lost finally, and probably thankfully, because I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk. But anyway, I didn't mean to get on a ramble, but it was something to talk about when I played the game. So anyway, Clu-Clu Land is looped over, and I'm not going to play it till it breaks. So if you know arcade games or whatever, I'm sure that's probably possible in this game. Eventually you play so many levels in a row, you loop it over and, break the memory or whatever, and it just breaks the whole game, and that's how you know that you've played it until you can't play it anymore. But anyway, the levels start looping at 5, so that's how, for me, I'm satisfied that I've beaten it. And so the last thing that I just want to cover in the video or whatever whenever I play these games is, was it fun? Did it deserve to be on the list? And I'd say yeah. So Clu-Clu Land's pretty innovative. The controls are, different. The game is easy to pick up and play, so that's nice. Like, even though at the beginning of the video I was like, I can't really remember what this game is about, it came back to me right like that. Because it's just a simple game, and you could figure it out just playing it by yourself, even if you've never played it before or never heard of it. All you have to do is just flip the coins over, and certainly if you've watched this far in the video, you've figured out everything there is to figure out about Clu-Clu Land. But, yeah, so my final judgment on Clu-Clu Land is, yeah, it does belong on the list, and if you're somebody who has an interest in video gaming, I think this game can definitely show you something unique, something that will add to your overall gaming history and show you something that you're not going to see anywhere else, and maybe give you cool ideas or whatever. And even if it won't, then it's still fun. That's really all that matters, I guess. So anyway, that was the stream or video or whatever, however you're watching it. And so that's Clu-Clu Land, and it's over. It's staying on the list, and I hope you enjoyed it. And now I'm going to go do whatever's next on